It's alright.
Oh my god!
Yo guys, what is up? Max on Borderlands 3 video, and today we're going over the April 29th hotfix. Now, the two hotfixes prior to this, since the director's cut launch, have been mainly focused on fixing legendary drop chances and iridium amounts and vault cards. Not really much like character balance. This is the first one where we're just getting a ton of buffs across the board to a ton of different weapons. Lots and lots of buffs. Cannot wait to get into it. But before we do, guys, I just need to say, we hit 150k subscribers on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. That is absolutely insane. It's a huge milestone, and I cannot thank y'all enough. To celebrate, I reached out to a bunch of my favorite partners that I've worked with: Gearbox, 2K, Square Enix, Flex Seal, and so many others, to do a bunch of giveaways. If you guys drop a comment on the video, and if you're subscribed, you'll be entered to win a copy of a Super Deluxe edition of Borderlands 3. I will be doing a celebration stream over on my Twitch May 1st, this Saturday. We've got some really cool prizes, like a custom Borderlands 3 Xbox Elite controller and so many other cool things. A bunch of chairs to give away from Mayhem. It's going to be an awesome time, so if you guys haven't already, make sure to go check out the Twitch and drop a comment to be entered for the Borderlands 3 code giveaway. Guys, with that, let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's get into this hotfix. Now, to start us off, there was a issue with the Guns, Gloves, and Tentacles DLC 2, where if you were playing like Flak, you would get more Moze class mods, and if you're playing Moze, you'd get more Flak class mods. That is now being fixed, and you should be getting class mods dropping in DLC 2 for the character that you're playing. It's been an issue for a really long time, but I'm glad they're getting around to it. That is very good. Next up, Maurice's Black Market Vending Machine. That will be moving. I should have a video on where to find the vending machine and what is in it. Last week's legendaries honestly weren't very good or exciting, so hopefully this week we'll have some good legendaries in the Black Market Vending Machine for you guys to go buy. Next up, weapon adjustments. Now, their goal here with the weapon adjustments, and I think this is really smart, was to provide all the endgame weapons with a kind of stair-step experience to increasing your power, basically. So their plan was to buff Mayhem 4 weapons, aka the Maliwan Takedown weapons, and then they're going to buff the Mayhem 6 gear, and that's going to be even more powerful than the Mayhem 4 gear, and then buff the Takedown of the Guardian Breach gear and make that even more powerful than the Maliwan gear and the Mayhem 6 gear, which is crazy, because if they pull this off with, they say they're doing, the Takedown weapons like the Gunslinger, the Globetrotter, the Smog, Lightspeed was pretty good. They just really didn't work that well. But they're buffing all of these Mayhem drops. Not all of them, the ones I'm about to read off, but the Takedown of the Guardian Breach gear should now be amazing. The Mayhem 6 gear is getting even better. The Takedown gear is getting even better. And these hopefully will now be some of the best weapons in the game, even though they weren't before. So we're seeing some much needed love. With that, let's get into these buffs. First off, the Mayhem 4 gear, the EMP5 and the Tanksman Shield are getting buffed. Awesome stuff. I love the EMP5, and the Tanksman Shield has so much potential in this dedicated drop from Trant. That's getting a buff. I kind of always wanted to make a build with the Tanksman Shield with Moze and just having a big magazine and just unlimited ammo and just killing lots of things, so we'll see how that works. The Execute pistol from the Maliwan Takedown is getting a buff. The Moonfire is getting a buff. The Kibsworth is getting a buff, and the Redistributor is getting a buff. Buff? What did I say? A buff? All of those things are getting buffed. Very cool. The Kibsworth has fallen out of favor. Dude, if the Kibsworth is better than the Plasma Coil now, that is actually going to be so cool. And the Moonfire could be one of the best pistols. I don't have the buff values, so I will have a video testing all these things out. But at the moment, we just know that these things are getting buffed. Next up, the Reflux. Literally one of my favorite shotguns. I love using this thing on Flak. It's getting a buff. I'm so excited. The DNA is getting a buff as well. Awesome SMG. And the Multi-Tap. These are Mayhem 6 gear. The Reflex DNA Multi-Tap are the Mayhem 6 gear. Mayhem 6 gear, the Monarch, is not getting buffed. That's obviously in a fine state, but these other things are getting buffed. And then we get to our Takedown at the Guardian Breach gear buffs, which are the Web Slinger. Bro, I feel like this is the third buff. I'm really hoping it's really good now. I've always wanted to like this thing. The globe charge getting buffed. The smog is getting buffed. I'm hype about this smog buff because honestly, the smog's pretty good. But it's gonna be getting a big buff. And then the lightspeed grenade mod might be the best grenade mod in the game now. That's also getting a buff. Guys, that is it for the video. These are crazy buffs. Hopefully we'll have a video out testing all of them and showcasing how strong these will be, because if we get really good rewards from the Guardian Takedown, and the Guardian Takedown is worth your time to farm, and these things are really good, I'm going to be farming the Guardian Takedown, which I haven't done in a while. I know it's not everyone's favorite, but I really do think that it not having good rewards is really hurting its replayability, so stoked about that. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, thank you all so much for 150,000 subscribers on YouTube. That is insane. Much love, guys. Take care. Peace. I was putting in the